Hey everybody, what's up? Kevin aka Kilo Chips aka Shadow00, and welcome to another brand new video. This is not only brand new, this is also a brand new series that I'm gonna be working on here. It depends on what you guys think of it. If there's a lot of you who like this series I'm doing right now, it'll definitely be an ongoing series. But besides the point, welcome to Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battles, the first video of this series. The thing is, what about this video here, about this series, is that I will be posting as much battles as I can, at least about for like little less than 30 minutes, or exactly 30 minutes. Depends on what time I have. So you're not only going to see one battle, you're going to see a couple of them. So yeah, I'm going to show you guys as much as I can. Basically here, I'm going to show you guys how I've won my matches here in these versus recording matches that I did with my friends all around on YouTube. And the reason why I'm doing this is because I've seen a lot of people posting this kind of stuff on YouTube, showing them how they won their battles and how they strategize their moves and how their opponent strategizes their moves. I figured, why not do the same? It seems interesting enough, but it's up to you guys to decide if this series should keep on going. Depends on the comments or the messages that you send me. But yeah, I'm gonna try to do the best I can here. This here right now is was my very first Wi-Fi battle with my good friend Jay, aka Young Eagle, or Zanba41111. But his new name is Young Eagle, so I'm gonna call him Young Eagle. So my good friend Jay, aka Jeremy. Yeah, he's called Jeremy or Jay. Doesn't matter. I call him Jeremy mostly, but besides the point. This is the very first Wi-Fi battle that I had, and it was against him. And you see in my list here, I have Lucario, Aegislash, Raichu, Greninja, Charizard, and Blaziken. And he had Starmie, Pidgeot, Raichu as well, Delphox, Blastoise, and Kelfkey. So, without further ado, let my first Wi-Fi match begin. If I can just get sight here. Oh, I pressed the B button by accident. My bad. Alright, here we go. So, there he is. Alright, so he's going to send off his Kelfkey first. I send off my Lucario first. And I switched out because I really couldn't find any moves against Kelfkey, so I sent out Blaziken because Kelfkey is a Steel type, and it's weak against Fire. But he goes with the play rough, did pretty decent damage. I used the Mega Stone to Mega Evolve my Blaziken, because he gets way faster, and due to that speed boost he has every turn. I go for Blaze Kick, and that's going to automatically kill Jay's or Jeremy's Kelfkey. So I get that speed boost like I mentioned already, and he sends out his Starmie now. And I switch out because he's going to send a water type move on me, and that's going to get my Blaziken out. So I sent out my boy Raichu here, and that was a smart move that he did right there. He used Light Screen because he knew that I was going to switch out and also raise his defense. And he sends out an Ice Beam on my Raichu. Did pretty good damage. I used Slam. The reason why I didn't use Electric type move is because I thought he'd switch out. And so he sends out another Ice Beam, and unfortunately for me, my Raichu freezes. It's frozen solid now, so I have no choice but to switch out here. And I will go with my Greninja, and he goes for another Ice Beam. Doesn't do much. And I get leftovers right here. Increases my health a little bit, and he withdraws the Starmie, and he sends out his Blastoise, Which I didn't understand why. He could have sent Raichu after me and undershot me. But, yeah, I went through the extra sensory, didn't do much, unfortunately. I forgot how powerful Blastoise's defense is. And I switched out. And I went for my Lucario here. And he's gonna Mega Evolve his Blastoise. Doesn't have 2 cannons anymore, now he has 3. And Mega Blastoise is really powerful. Not only increases its strength, but its defense as well, so it's better than ever. He uses strength right here, which didn't do a whole lot though. Strength is not a very good move, in my opinion. But I go for the Aura Spear, and it does decent damage at best. And he uses Hydro Cannon, but I avoided it. And I use the Power Up Punch. Didn't do much, but at least I get my attack strength increased. And he's gonna hit the Hydro Cannon here, and this did so much damage. It automatically knocks out my Lucario. Makes it faint. And I go for my Aegislash here. This is the debut of a new Pokemon here. Aegislash, I go for the King Shield. But unfortunately for me, he actually recharged. So I used King's Shield for nothing. And he's going to send out another Hydro Cannon, which did a lot of damage. But thank goodness I had a Citrus Berry to increase my strength, my health a lot. And I go for the Sword Dance just to increase the attack of my Aegislash so I can get more damage in. But I go for the King's Shield though. But once again, stupid me, I forgot that he recharges after Hydro Cannon. So again, I wasted another King's Shield. Sorry, this was my very first Wi-Fi battle, guys, and I haven't played Pokemon in ages, so please forgive me. I get a lot better afterwards. But he sends out his own Raichu. I go for my King's Shield. And I believe he does agility. Yes, he does. And I didn't think he would do agility. And that was a very smart move on his part. But I finally decided to attack him. That's Aegislash's special ability, by the way. He actually changed his stance. That's Blade form you're seeing right now. I go for Shadow Sneak. And that did a lot of damage thanks to the Sword Dance. But unfortunately, he does Thunder and KOs me. And that's a real shame because Thunder has very low accuracy. And he got really lucky there. So I sent out Blaziken. And he went first for some odd reason. I don't know why. Blaziken is so fast in his Mega form. I'm surprised Jeremy actually went first here. So I go for my Charizard now. And he withdraws his Raichu. And he sends out his Delphox, which I'm not sure why. He could have sent out his Blastoise or Starmie, but I go for the Fly, just in case something like that was going to happen, and I use the Fly, and it did pretty good damage, but he goes ahead and uses Psychic on Charizard. Pretty much took out half of Charizard's health right there, so I use Fly again, and he switches out here. Okay, I thought for sure that I killed it before, but maybe something else. But here he goes. He sends out his Pidgeot here. And pretty good. Took half his health. Went for the flamethrower. And got a critical hit, thank goodness. And pretty much KO'd his Pidgeot. So he sends out Delphox again. And once again, for like the third or fourth time, I use Fly. And uses Blast Burn. Avoided the attack though. And then the Fly connects. And he's still alive. And he uses Blast Burn. Which I'm not sure why, because I'm a Fire type Pokemon. But then I saw the damage like, oh wow. Okay, because I forgot how little health Charizard had left. So I send out my Raichu again. Still frozen solid, but guess what? Luck has it. I swatted out. And I do Thunderbolt on Delphox, and Delphox faints. So, thank goodness for that. And sends out his Blastoise, because he doesn't have that much left. So I use Electro Ball, KOs the Mega Evolved Blastoise, which is good because that was pretty much the biggest threat in this battle, in my opinion. And he sends out his Starmie. And he uses Ice Beam. And unfortunately that's going to KO my Raichu. But it's alright, he did his job. It KO'd Delphox and Blastoise. So good job, Raichu. And I have my final Pokemon here, Greninja. That's the only one I have left. I use Extrasensory, but little did I know, I forgot Starmie was part Psychic also. And that's just, I wasn't really thinking straight there, so I apologize. So Light Screen, he uses his Light Screen to increase his defense. And I use Water Pulse. The reason why I use that is I know it doesn't do much damage, but it does make the opponent confused, as you see right there. The Starmie is confused now. And I believe he it knocks off of it. I believe he hits himself next turn, but he uses Waterfall here. It doesn't do much. And I get a little health back thanks to the leftovers, as you see there. And I use the Surf move because that's the most powerful move I have right now. But doesn't do much since Starmie is a water type. But thankfully the confusion was able to hit Starmie. And thanks to that I can get a little more health for leftovers. And I use Waterfall this time. And doesn't do much again, like I said. And I believe he hits himself on this one. Yes, he does. And that is going to still keep his Starmie survive. His Starmie is still alive. But I do get a little leftovers. A little bit of help thanks to leftovers. And I finish off the Starmie with the Waterfall. And I believe he has one more Pokemon left. I'm not sure which one it is yet. This is like the second time I've witnessed this battle, so I apologize. So the light screen went off, thank goodness, because that was kind of getting annoying there. So he has Raichu left. I finish it off with Extrasensory, and that's going to KO his Raichu, and that's going to be it for the battle. So very close battle. I had one Pokemon left, which was Greninja, so very good game to Jeremy. Shoutouts to you. And it wasn't done there. We actually did another one right here. This is our second Wi-Fi battle that I have up. Same exact team. We're going to jump right to it. So, here's Jeremy again. So, he sends out his Pidgeot first, and I send out my Aegislash. I haven't been on Pokemon for so long. I completely forgot like what is effective and what is no effect on whatsoever. But I'll show you why when we get to it. So I use Sword Dance to increase my strength, and right there I used King's Shield, and then. This is the mistake I made. I switched to attack mode. I use Shadow Sneak, but it has no effect on Pidgeot, and the reason why, it's a normal type. I forgot it was a normal / flying type. I thought it was a full-blown flying type. But thank God I used the Pursuit attack, because I knew he was going to switch out, and Pursuit allows you to attack the Pokemon before he switches out. And he switches out to his Kelpie. I use King's Shield just in case Kelpie was going to do something to me. And which he does, and which is Play Rough. Thank goodness that didn't hit me, because Play Rough takes a lot of damage, as a matter of fact. So he switches out, and he sends out his Blastoise. And I switch into Aegislash's attack mode, which is Blade Form. And I use the Shadow Sneak, because Shadow Sneak always goes first. And that did pretty good damage. That took half his damage away, and that's because of Sword Dance. And he's going to Mega Evolve his Blastoise here. And I'm in big trouble because, once again, Blastoise in his Mega Form is a really big threat. So I change his stance again to Shield Form, and use King's Shield to protect myself from whatever he's about to do, which was, I believe, Hydro Cannon. Yes, Hydro Cannon. But I protected myself. Then I changed stance again to do another Shadow Sneak. And I believe that's going to KO his Blastoise. Is it? No, it doesn't. My mistake. So he's going to use Hydro Cannon on Aegislash, and that's going to automatically KO him. So that's a really big problem because Aegislash is a really big part of my team, and it's actually very powerful. And I'm going to explain why in later videos. But I go into Lucario, use Psychic on it, just to get that little chunk of health he had left, and the Blastoise is gone. And now he sends out his Delphox. And I switched out because Lucario, I know Lucario is Steel type, and any Fire type can kill it. So I go into my Greninja, and he's going to use Blast Burn, as I predicted, because I had Lucario on the field. But even though that Blast Burn was supposed to be not effective on Greninja, it did quite a lot. It took like half health out of it. So I used Surf here, though. And that almost kills it. That took more than half damage. And thankfully for me, thanks to that Blast Burn, Delphox had to recharge. So he knew his Delphox was in trouble, so he switched out and sent out his Raichu. And I believe I go for Water Pulse here. So I got pretty good damage off that since it was a critical hit, but unfortunately it didn't confuse him. But I do get the leftovers a little bit. Do get health back thanks to the leftovers. So I switch out my Greninja and go for my Blaziken. And he gets a Thunderbolt, and that's going to do quite a lot of damage here. And very unfortunate for me, he gets his Thunderbolt and KOs my Blaziken. I was so confused at that point. Blaziken is very fast. I wasn't sure why his Raichu went first. But whatever, moving on. I go to my Charizard and I Mega Evolve it. Because I know that Electric attacks are super effective against Charizard due to him being Flying type. So I fly just to avoid anything at all. But unfortunately he has Thunder out of all things. And he's going to hit me there while I'm in fly mode. And he's going to switch out here, which is smart. Because if I were to hit Raichu, he would have KO'd it. So he sends out a Starmie. And I use Fly and Starmie instead. And it did a lot of damage than I thought it would because it was a critical hit. And he goes for the Ice Beam. Which at first I thought, oh crap, this is going to be super effective. And then I thought, oh no, it isn't. And I'm not sure why it's not super effective because Charizard X is part Dragon, so I thought it'd be weak against Ice type. But I think it was also part Fire also. But anyway, KO'd the Starmie and the Kelpie. And I believe his Blastoise is going to be next. No, it's his Raichu. Trust me, I promise guys, I will get used to this. Alright, so I used Flamethrower on the Raichu. His Raichu is gone now. And I believe he has one more Pokemon left, maybe two. He has Pidgeot. I used Fire Fang, but unfortunately missed. And he decides to go with the Hurricane. And it did pretty good damage. Didn't kill it. But you know what? I decided since my Charizard's going to die, I might as well use Flare Blitz and take his Pidgeot with me. But watch this here. As luck would have it, my Charizard actually survived. So, yeah, lucky for me. So, his final Pokemon is Delphox, and I decided to switch out, just for the heck of it, and go to my Greninja. And he's going to use Psychic, which doesn't affect on Greninja since Greninja is part Dark type, and Psychic moves have no effect on Dark types. And I'm going to finish it off with a Water Pulse and knock out his Delphox. And that's going to be it for the match here. Good game, Jeremy. Not as good as the first one, but still very good effort by Jay right here. I guess I can show you guys another one. I still have plenty of time left. Here's another one that I had with another good friend of mine. Johnny, not Johnny the Execution 10 that you guys know about. This is another Johnny. You probably may know him as the Game Master guys. This is third battle that I had, third Wi-Fi battle that I ever had. And yeah, we were on Skype one time, and he decided to challenged me, and I was like, alright, sure, why not? And I still have the same team as I did the last previous battles. These 2 battles that you mentioned. His Pokemon are Charizard, Mewtwo, Blastoise, Panguro, I'm not sure how you pronounce that, Venusaur, and Pikachu. So we're gonna go ahead and start that battle off. And his character is a female for some whatever reason. I don't know, he's just weird like that. So anyway, I start off with my Lucario, and he's gonna start off with his Pikachu. Now, I figured that since he has a Pikachu, he's gonna die very easily. I use Power Up Punch to get more than half of his strength out and increase my strength. But he uses Thunder, and it did a whole ton of damage. And the reason why is that is because he had a Light Orb. But I actually KO'd his Pikachu, but it came with a price. It paralyzed my Lucario, unfortunately. But one less Pokemon to worry about, though. So he sends out Charizard, and I know the weakness of Lucario, so I switch out here, and I go to my Greninja, and he's going to Mega Evolve his Charizard into his own Charizard X. And I believe he does fly in this turn, or maybe not. Yeah, I don't know. It's this turn here. It was either this or the next turn. So he uses Fly here. I try Surf, but unfortunately I miss. And he hits me with his own Fly. But fortunately for me, I avoided it. Greninja avoided it. And I used Surf, and that did pretty good damage. And he's going to use Fly again. And I use Waterfall, but it misses. And he hits the Fly. This time it hits. And that did a lot of damage, but thankfully I can have some health back from that with the leftovers. So I used Water Pulse. Hopefully I can confuse him. Did alright damage. He used Inferno, but I avoided it. I wasn't sure if that was a good idea because Inferno has very low accuracy, plus I was a water type. So, but he did a smart thing there. He switched out to his Venusaur, which was a huge problem. Venusaur is actually a really big threat to me here because he had Sleep Powder. So it didn't affect him at all on that waterfall, but I did get some health back. And here's the Sleep Powder. Well, not yet anyway. I go for the Extra Sensory because Psychic is very good against Grass-type Pokemon. There's a Sleep Power, but thank God that it avoided attack, because if it didn't, there was going to be a big problem here. But I get some health back from leftovers. Try another Extra Sensory and KO his Venusaur. See it here, Venusaur faints. And I believe he switches maybe to his Blastoise next? No, his Mewtwo, my bad. So he goes into his Mewtwo now. And this is a very powerful Mewtwo here, because, well, first of all, I tried to confuse him with Water Pulse, didn't work, and this is why he's powerful. He actually had Thunderbolt on his Mewtwo, which I did not expect at all whatsoever, and it KO'd my Greninja. So I sent out Charizard, and I used the Mega Evolve. I Mega Evolved Charizard because I know he had Thunderbolt, and I had to do something to protect my Charizard from severe damage. But he goes into Thunderbolt anyway, doesn't do much. I try Fly, which I'm not sure that was the best move. Maybe perhaps I could have used Flare Blitz, because he used Recovery right there. Gained some of his health back before Fly hits. So Fly hits, and it does pretty good damage. Almost half. And he's going ahead and use Psychic, which did a lot of damage here. Decreased my special defense. So I use Flare Blitz here because I know for sure Charizard is going to die there. So if I'm going down, this Mewtwo's going down with me. So Mewtwo faints, and so does my Charizard. But it's okay though. Charizard did his job. Got the Mewtwo out of the way, and he sends out his Pangoro. And I sent out my Aegislash. Now this Pangoro was a major problem. he actually was very powerful. Like, his defense was pretty good here, and the moveset that Johnny gave him was pretty neat. And so right now I go for my Shadow Sneak right here. Didn't do much though, unfortunately. And I got some damage off thanks to the Rocky helmet that he equipped his Pangoro with. And unfortunately for me, he had the Earthquake, which I didn't expect, and took a lot of damage off me, but thank God for that Citrus Berry. So I go back to defense mode with Aegislash, go to his shield form, protect myself from that Earthquake again, which it does. And I believe I switch out here, and I go for my Blaziken. But little did I know, once again, since I haven't played Pokemon in forever, I forgot Ground type was weak against Fighting type, Fire type Pokemon. But I go for Flare Blitz to get a lot of damage off Pangoro. Unfortunately, it doesn't kill him. And very badly for me, not only did I take damage from the Flare Blitz, but I took damage from the Rocky Helmet, and he actually had Surf right there, as you saw it. I was like, huh? How did this guy learn Surf? He's a Fighting type Pokemon. How does a Fighting type Pokemon learn Surf? But whatever, just moving on. I sent out my Lucario, and it's gonna eat an Earthquake. Too bad for Lucario there. But I still have hope, still not giving up, as I go to my Aegislash, give it a second chance. Go for a King Shield, because I know that Earthquake is coming. And he does it, but I protected myself. Go for another King Shield, but unfortunately it failed. I wanted to like make his Pangoro's Earthquake waste all his PP in his Earthquake as much as possible. I'm surprised that my Aegislash survived that first Earthquake it did, but unfortunately the second one didn't make it. So Aegislash faints, and his Pangoro was cleaning house here. So right here is my last Pokemon, which is Raichu. My only hope here, but thank God I went first, went to Thunderbolt, and finally took out the main threat of that team. And Johnny then sent out his Charizard, did a Thunder just for good luck, and yep, luck was on my side. Charizard faints from Thunder. And I believe he has one Pokemon left, and that is his Blastoise, which he hasn't used at all in this battle. So I go for Thunderbolt, super effective, automatic KO due to the critical hit. Blastoise faints and I win. Yet another very good match. Good job, Johnny. And yeah, that's all the time that I have. I'm almost at my limit, so thank you guys so much for watching. Again, I apologize for the mistakes that I did in the battle, or any mistakes that I've said during my commentary. Like I said, this is first episode, first video, so I'm still gonna get used to it, and I do get better in the battles, but I'm still not very good though. But if you guys want to see more of this, comment below or comment on my channel, or send me a PM on my channel, or if you want to battle me, you can contact me on my channel as well. Like, you can either comment me about if you want to see more of this, or if you want to have my friend code, and I'll be sure to send it to you. We can do some battles together. But once again, thank you all so much for watching. Get ready, more vids to come. I have my PS2 back, so you know what that means. Certain videos are going to be back, and it's ones that you've all been waiting for, and I'm not going to spoil it. You're just going to have to wait and see. But till then, I'm Kevin, aka Cupid Chips, aka Shadows of Zero. Take care of yourselves and each other. And once again, for the last time, thank you all so much for watching. See you next time. Bye, guys. Peace.